Good day. This is meteorologist Brad Michelle from the Fleetweather Ocean Routing Center in New York. Current time is 2020 Zulu on July 3rd, 2022, and this will be the Tropics update for the North Pacific Basin. Starting off in the northwestern Pacific, we have a couple of areas. First being the remnants of Tropical Storm Sheba, currently centered over southeastern China. There are no further concerns with this system, so I'm not going to go into more detail on that. We also have Tropical Depression Airy, which is currently centered over the east-central East China Sea and is currently moving northeast at 5 knots toward southwestern Japan, expected to make landfall in that area by early on July 5th. Now, looking at the current satellite view for Airy, currently there's not a whole lot of convection associated with the system. Any and all convection is currently to the north and east of the center, and the reason for that is that the system is currently over an area of moderate to high wind shear of about 30 to 40 knots or so, and while there is some lighter wind shear to its east-southeast, with its current expected northeast and eventually east-northeasterly track, land interaction is expected to disrupt the circulation further and cause a weakening from its current intensity over the next few days. And the track guidance is in good agreement that the system will continue on a northeasterly course, and then turn to the east-northeast and then east during the next several days. Looking to the eastern North Pacific, we have Tropical Storm Bonnie, which is currently centered south of the Guatemala-Mexico border, and is currently moving west at about 14 knots. So Bonnie originated over in the southwestern Caribbean, made landfall over Nicaragua, and survived the crossover into the Northeast Pac. So looking at the current satellite view for Tropical Storm Bonnie, it looks a bit better compared to Airy, though the majority of the convection is currently to the west of the center. It's still a little bit wrapping around on the east side, but not a whole lot there, with a current intensity of 65 miles an hour. And looking at the track guidance for Bonnie, the current guidance is in pretty good agreement that the system will continue on a generally westerly course, maybe more west-northwest over the coming days. And taking a look at its current environment, so like with the tropical storm or tropical depression area in the West Pac, so Bonnie is currently in some relatively moderate to some areas of high wind shear as well, currently over some wind shear of about 30 knots or so. And that'll continue on for the next day or two, though as the system does move generally west-northwest, it will encounter a much more favorable environment with warm sea surface temperatures and wind shear of less than 20 knots in the coming several days. So intensification is expected, with the current model intensity guidance indicating that Bonnie will likely become a hurricane within the next 24 to 48 hours, and holding that intensity over the next few days beyond that, as it does go into the area of lower wind shear and warm sea surface temperatures. This has been the tropical update for the North Pacific. Stay connected and safe.